Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are...
Hopefully awesome.
That's right, a positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is... Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The third movie. God help us. Hey, you see this down here where it says Twitter? Forget that shit. We're over on Threads now, everybody.
Threads is where it's happening, guys.
Come hit us up on Threads. All right. It's Instagram. Will it be better? I don't know, but it won't be as good as these fine folks right here who joined us over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. Remember, if you want to have your name on every episode we do, you can head over there for $5. Not only do you get your name in every video, but you also get exclusive content. Like our monthly movie commentary. This month's was, well, last month's at this point, was Tiny Toon Adventures, how I spent my summer vacation.
I blacked out there.
Don't you want to hear us talk about that?
And sing with it? That probably got us kicked off of YouTube about it. So
I love our background. Can I just say, I love this.
Like absolute crap.
I once had a backpack that looked almost exactly like this.
Nuh-uh.
I swear to God. My grandmother was like, "You like the turtles, don't you?" And I was like,
"Hey, don't be making fun of Etta like that."
And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, I got these 4 backpacks on sale at Profits for 90% off." And so
I wonder why.
Yeah. And yeah, but me and Billy, we both had them. And one of them, like, they were flipped. Like Michelangelo was on top left, and then he was on top right of one of them. And then that was the way we told whose was whose.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Because we're like, "You better not use my freaking backpack, jerk, dickhead."
Oh, he says he remembers those backpacks.
Yeah, he does. He was there. He knows. Yeah. He knows.
Hey, Jariana.
You know who else knows? The
Turtles.
sewers. The sewers.
Oh, turtles too.
Because we're going back to the sewers.
Heroes in a half shell, turtle power.
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
I'm not excited about this one.
Welcome to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. Not titled.
No subtitle.
Turtles in Time.
Yeah.
So I've got a whole thing about this later on, but they were not called Turtles in Time.
I said it to him the other night as we was going to bed. He's like, "Maggie, that's not what it's called. There's a big long thing about it." And I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry."
There's a whole thing. All right, the whole thing. This is the third theatrical film, released on March 19th, 1993. So right at 2 years after the second movie. Not exactly 2 years. I think they were like a week shy.
They shouldn't have done it.
But I mean, more time than what was between 1 and 2.
They shouldn't have done it.
So it just shows, more time doesn't always necessarily mean better product.
Also,
smoke that, Shigeru Miyamoto. He's like, a delayed game will always be, will maybe be good, but a rushed game sucks ass forever, bitch. And like, well, it didn't help much with Turtles 3, Shigeru.
He had no hand in it, man.
Well, I'm not. You don't get it, Maggie. It's a secret. You wouldn't understand.
I understand it now. Butthole.
The third theatrical film, third live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film.
Mm-hmm.
Written and directed by the same person. Stuart Gillard. Maggie, let me tell you a little bit about Stuart Gillard, okay? So Stuart Gillard had some credits before this, okay? But after this, he was best known for being what I would call the plumber, all right? Okay. He's the guy that when you have shit to deal with, he takes care of it for you.
He unclogged the pipes.
And like, it's not going to be great, but it'll exist. So that's Stuart Gillard. All right, best known in my book for his 1997 film Rocket Man. Rocket Man.
Jesus, of course.
That guy. It's that guy. You remember? John Jacob Jingle. You remember that guy?
The guy that invented Puppy Dog Pals?
Yeah, that guy.
Hi, Angie.
That guy. He was also on Half Baked.
Hi, Eric.
Yeah. Hey, what up? What up, everybody in the chat? Hello. He also directed episodes of Charmed and the Charmed reboot and One Tree Hill Yeah, and 90210. Not sure which one,
Oh yeah,
but he directed one of them. And then Maggie, where I said he was known as the plumber in my book, right?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't told you why. He was also known for directing several Disney Channel original movies and ABC Family original movies.
Oh no.
Including
any of them that we really like?
No.
Ah.
The Scream Team, 2002. Kart Racer, 2003 from ABC Family. Full Court Miracle from 2003. Going to the Mat from 2004.
I remember that.
Crimes of Fashion, 2004 on ABC Family. Twitches,
Yep.
2005. The Initiation of Sarah from 2006. It had, what's her name? Who played River Song. Nope, not River Song. Nope. River from Firefly, not River from Doctor Who.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sarah Glau. That might be it. Summer Glau. I pulled that out in somewhere. I don't even know. That was on ABC Family. Twitches 2, 2007. The Cutting Edge 3, Chasing the Dream, 2008 for ABC Family. Hatching Pete in 2009. And his most recent Disney Channel original movie was 2010's Avalon High. So there you go. There you go, Maggie. That is the work of Stuart Gillard.
Eric's asking, did he write the live action Mario Brothers movie?
God.
If he is the plumber, did he do it? No, he didn't actually.
No.
Wife and husband team did.
Can you imagine if like that writing duo and Hill made a movie together? It would
I don't know.
It would be like if Satan's butthole opened up and just shit everywhere.
Okay. Thanks, Reboot Ranger.
Hey, yeah. Well, hey, thanks. Yeah, we got 7 people watching us right now. And I just talked about Satan's butthole entire.
Let's move along because people want to tear this apart.
All right, let's fucking tear it apart. In ancient Japan, 1393. In 1393, Columbus sailed the ocean free. Without a map, without a clue, without a pizza. The international phenomenon that is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles returns for a daring trip back in time when their closest friend, April O'Neil, is accidentally transported to 17th century Japan. Wait, would that be 1393? I feel like that doesn't make sense.
No.
The Turtles spring into action using a mysterious scepter to travel after her. Cowabunga! What they discover is they've landed right in the middle.
Is this the summary from the back of the VHS?
Yes. Right in the middle of a Rebels Samurai War.
What?
Now, with precious time on their side. Because it's time travel.
It's time
but
travel.
there's only so much time they can have.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm in a time machine. I go as much time as I need. They must save April and survive the deadly battle before it spills over into present-day New York City. That doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't.
That's not even a threat of
That's
happening
not even a threat.
at any point. This is what we like to call bullshit to get your movie sold, okay? This is none of
the
this
parents
is
are
real.
reading this to kids at the movie rental store. Like, oh my god, yes, let's get it.
My favorite is that they can't even like land on a time frame. Like it says ancient Japan 1393, and yet it also said it was the 17th century. Like I don't know.
I have a lot of questions about that.
I'm just a simple man from the Appalachian Mountains, okay? Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure 17 and 13 aren't together. Could be wrong.
Could be wrong.
I know there's something weird where it's like it's more. It's like one more than the year you're in. Like 1900s was the 20th century, right? So, but 13 plus 1 might be 17. I don't know.
That was the 14th century.
Maggie, how did you feel about watching this movie as a Turtles fan?
First off, they did not get Jim Henson's company to do the puppets.
And we've got
and
all the deets about
and
all
like
of that.
yeah. And I know we'll get into that here in a second.
No, you're good.
That was one part. I was like, I know they did not have their hands in it.
So bad.
Their mouths were too mechanical
and like
and sharp.
You could see when like the rubber would bend.
Yes.
Like it wasn't flesh.
No.
And like remember that one shot where like you can see the neck, like the dude's like neck underneath it.
I mean,
oh my God.
It's not like when I caught the person's mouth in the first Ninja Turtles movie. I saw a human's mouth, but that was understandable.
Right.
But that's easy to fix.
Yeah.
Anyways, I believe I've only watched this once or twice in my lifetime. I'm not sure, but I remember anytime I remember as being a young kid, being excited because it's the Ninja Turtles, and I didn't care. And I think it seemed like later on in my life, I caught it again, and I didn't pay any attention to it. I just remembered that the scepter looked like a lamppost.
Yeah, I'll be honest. For the longest time, I thought it was a lamp. This whole time, I didn't realize it was
looks
a
like a
scepter.
freaking lamppost. That's not a scepter.
Like until I wrote this out and it said scepter, it just kept saying scepter, and I was like, I thought it was a lamp.
That's a lamppost, man.
I mean, hey, Maggie. Speaking of, we asked our audience today. We threw out a quiz over on YouTube.com/hopefully awesome. This morning we said in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, what do the turtles use to travel back in time? To not 13, I can't say it, to 1393 Japan. Was it A, a scepter, B, a DeLorean, C, a phone booth, or D, a sword? What do you think?
It's a scepter.
It was a scepter, that's right. But a lot of people didn't answer that.
Oh my gosh.
Every one of them got at least 10% of the vote. Okay, at least. All right. On some Blu-ray and DVD cases, now I know what you might be thinking. You might be like, oh, Mandela effect. I know I saw a sword. But no, it's always been a scepter. However, on some DVD Blu-ray cases of this movie, instead of the scepter, you'll see a sword. This alludes to an earlier plot involving a magic sword instead of a magic scepter.
Well, Eric just said, might as well the back of the box saying featuring Toka and Razor.
Seriously.
And Vanilla Ice, yes, they are back for more and back in time, LOL.
Gotta get back in time. Like, just okay. Here's where I'm at with this movie. We've rewatched the first Turtles last year, the second Turtles last year,
and we enjoyed it.
And then we stopped. We stopped because I can only guarantee that I've seen this movie twice in my life now. I can only guarantee that. I may have seen it more, but I only remember officially going to the theaters and watching it.
Yeah.
Sitting in the front row because I was a child and a moron. I was like, oh my God, look how big it is. Yeah. But I was like, Mama, look. And she's like, you guys want some candy? And like pulling it out of her Prophet's bag. And so it was at the mall. That's how we got it snuck in. They're like, oh, then she went shopping to Profits. They didn't care, obviously, but
they still don't care.
No, they don't care. Meatball sub. Look it up. I got a meatball sub in the theater one time. So crammed it in my pants. I went and watched it, and I remember being like, let's see, 93. I would have been six. Being 6 years old, and just thinking, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Just this is not good.
Yeah.
Why is a lamp sending the turtles back in time?
Like when you're asking yourself that as a child, like I remember questioning the Mario Brothers movie. Whenever I watched it as a child, I was like, "That's not right. They're brothers." And the what?
Who's Big Bertha?
Who's this?
Yeah, and I wasn't a fan. I also remember thinking like, okay, wait, they're time traveling. So if they're using the lamp in like 1300s, right? And then the other group is using the lamp in the 1900s, right?
Yeah.
Why does it matter if they're synced because it's not like they're in two places.
No.
They're in two times. So like it doesn't matter because it happened 400 years ago. Like they're not synced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just logically, it doesn't make any sense.
William in chat says we literally started playing in the theater because we were so bored.
That sounds fair. That sounds right. Oh my God. It was just awful. And, we rewatched it. I was hoping maybe
there's some light.
Maybe we forgot.
Some sparkle.
Maybe we had just, really, really lifted it up in our heads, built it up as being just this piece of trash, right? But maybe it's actually decent.
Yeah.
No. Not even a little.
Our brains were correct.
It took us a lot. It took, I think we
How many days? 3?
3 days. Yeah.
It took 3 days to watch it.
We made it 30 minutes the first day. It was like, surely this is about over.
Yeah, that's like minutes. I think we're an hour in, and then we turn on the next day. He's like, oh crap, we're only 30 minutes in.
Yeah, it was not great, not great.
And the jokes, they were trying too hard with the jokes. Like it was like with the first one and the second one. Yeah, they got it.
I mean, yeah,
they got it for the most part.
Yeah.
But this is like trying way too hard. There was so many, women jokes and
fat jokes.
How
many? Like, why was there so many fat jokes? In
were awful in this.
So random.
And there was another one too. I can't remember what it was. Oh, the turtles jokes, like being a turtle.
Yeah. God, like, just complete trash. No redeeming qualities at all. Like, I can't think of one single thing about this movie that I'm like, oh, I mean, but that wasn't that bad. No. I mean, there's only one thing. There's one thing.
What is it?
But it just involves the movie. It's not the movie itself. It was their idea to have like this big crossover event between all the Turtles media involving feudal Japan. But it didn't work. So I guess that still didn't happen. Yeah. The idea was fun. We'll talk about all that here in a minute. So Maggie. Let's jump in and start breaking this down. Let's talk about let's talk about all the new people we met this week, and let's welcome them to our party.
Welcome to the party, pal.
All right, on Team Turtles, we've got Wit, not Casey Jones,
but the British version of Casey Jones.
We got Mitsu. Kenshin. Yoshi. Speaking of Mario Brothers, am I right? God damn it. And Grandfather. That was his name.
That's all it was called. Grandfather.
Yoshi's grandfather. On Team Shredder, we had nobody because Shredder's not in this movie.
Shredder's dead.
Is he actually dead?
Or is he still underneath the dock?
Oh my God! I'm too fucking fat.
No,
that's what he said. That's what he said, Maggie.
No,
I had closed captions on. Okay, that's what he said when he knocked over the pier. All right,
I was there, Maggie.
He was like, "Hey." All right. In Team Other, we have Walker,
Texas Ranger.
Lord Narinaga. There we go. And Niles. Fraser, I would like to talk to you about Daphne. That didn't deserve that much of a laugh. It wasn't good. I appreciate it.
At the last second, I was like, "Oh, he's doing Fraser Niles."
I appreciate you loving me enough to laugh, but that it didn't deserve it, Maggie. I'm sorry. That was terrible.
Eric is making a good point. He says, "So for a rewatch, this or wait, let me finish Beast Machines."
Oh, jeez. I mean, okay, if I had to rewatch one, it would be this because it's over sooner. Like
Eric.
As much.
I know we have a Nat in here. I've been trying to catch it.
We have a Matt in here. So, but as much as Beast Machines is definitely has more enjoyable stuff to it, it is also 24 episodes or something. So I mean, like, I could turn this on and like look at the ceiling and count the dots, right? Like I could get through it if I had to, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
No.
Oh, what you mean is you can't be around
Daphne.
Dad?
Daphne.
Man, fuck Kelsey Grammer. All right,
but he did.
Let's get into. He was Frasier.
I know, but
did you know Niles played the Fishman in the first Hellboy movie?
No.
Yeah.
Never watched it.
Yeah. Well, he was the voice. The guy that played him in the suit was the same guy. He's the big alien guy in Star Trek Discovery.
Oh.
That guy.
Yeah.
And he was also
Silver
Surfer. Yes, exactly.
Silver Surfer.
And then they were like, "Hey, man, you should just let him do the voice instead." And so then in the second one, he did do the voice. There you
go. Okay. Wow. What a journey. You're doing that on purpose. Stop it.
Upgrades this week. The time travel lamp.
Scepter.
Yeah.
Lamppost.
That.
Lamppost scepter.
Is that an upgrade? No. I mean, technically, they have the powers of an omnipotent being of a god, right? Like they can travel through time, right?
Well, here's my thing. Okay, April found this at an antique store, and they have it back in Japan.
Yes.
Okay, so at any point during time,
yeah,
we could have had anybody else pop in. Like, not just from that time
I
on.
don't know, but Maggie, they weren't synced up.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Like, no, I'm not even gonna. Should I attempt to do this time travel?
No.
Like, okay. Here's
No, Doc Brown. No.
Okay, fine. I don't understand why the one thing that they couldn't do was the clothes.
Yeah,
the clothes wouldn't travel.
At the end, it didn't make sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, and then the clothes didn't even work. Like the joke that they've been doing the whole time, they didn't even do it.
Yeah,
they were like, no, they wore the shorts.
Yeah,
stupid. Yeah, I don't know. Downgrade. Should we change this to downgrade? Let's change it to downgrade.
Downgrade.
Here, we're doing downgrades.
Upgrades.
Downgrades. It should just be the shot of Agent Smith and like he's like, oh. So downgrades. Splinters, like it being immobile. It's like they only paid to make like half of his body.
Oh, they did, and Kevin Clash didn't come back to do his voice. You could totally tell it's not the same Splinter.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Which Kevin Clash is also probably contracted through Jim Henson because he was the voice of Elmo at that time on Sesame Street.
Why did Casey Jones. Thank you. I almost said Kasem. Why did he look younger in this?
I don't know. like it's like he had work done or something. Like,
I think
they gave him some Botox.
I think they just turned the lights on. Honestly,
they probably did.
I think that's what it was. They were like, hey,
if you look at the end of the first Ninja Turtles, like they're in that street and it's dark. Yeah, he does look like he's 50 years old.
He does.
And then this one is like
pack a day.
It looks like he's had a shower. And
he's ran a comb through his hair.
He's taking care of himself.
And like, why bother? Why bother bringing him back if he's just gonna play babysitter for these 4 time traveling buddies? Like, couldn't Splinter have done all that? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, script wise, why bother?
Splinter couldn't have kept them under control.
But no, Maggie, that you're using logic. Okay, this movie, it doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter. He gives them cheese and they just, they watch hockey or something. I don't know.
Hockey?
Did they really need Casey Jones in this? They didn't.
No, they didn't.
But he was there.
They didn't need the British version of it.
I would have rather had Keno.
Yes.
Imagine here's the movie they should have done. All right. Turtles in space.
In space?
We're going to talk about that later. That was actually an original version of this movie. Next, you know what? We've been talking a lot of shit. But now it's time to get serious because we're going to remember all those that we lost this week. Walker died.
Texas Ranger.
That's it. Just him. He died. Kind of, I think. Anyway.
And his bird.
Remember, he fell into the water, but like they just kind of like cut off his footage.
It's like when it's Smallville, they just zoom out on Clark to make him look like he in the intro.
Yeah.
So it looks just like the ocean just sucked him in.
Not even that. It's just like he
falls and he's gone.
For anybody that's done any editing, so like you've got two layers, right? You got your green screen and you've got your person, right? It's like they had footage of Walker falling into the beach, the ocean, all the way to like here, and then they ran out of footage, and so it was just green screen for like the last 5 seconds. They're like, it's fine, fine.
Matt and I looked at each other. I'm like, did he just disappear?
Yeah, it was not good. But yeah, just Walker.
They ran out of money. They ran out of money. They couldn't
did they have any to begin with? I mean, at this point, geez, you know. Let's see. Now let's talk about our next segment. Traitor.
Wilt.
I'm here.
Wit.
What? What?
Huh?
I thought you were saying something.
I'm talking to myself.
Walt. Wit.
Yeah, I was trying to say it. Walt.
Wit turns on April, but then turns on Walker.
Texas Ranger.
Was that worth having? Was he worth being there? What was his story anyway? Like, oh, he kind of looks like...
Oh, he looks like Casey Jones.
And then he's not. And then he's like, but I do like pussy. And then Walker dies and they go back. That's the story.
Yeah. Eric, kudos to you. You know why the lamp didn't work before? Because it wasn't April using it. It was in a different month, May.
Oh my God, Eric. Well done. Well done, sir.
Good job, sir.
My God. That's... You know, where were you when they were writing the script? You know,
yeah,
like that could have saved it. Honestly, like that is better. Your joke is better than every other line spoken in this entire fucking movie. Okay,
yes,
my God,
true.
My God. Now let's talk about chicks, man.
Yeah, big change.
Bingo.
Wait, is that the right one that he does that on?
What?
I guess it is.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, is that the only one we have with Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it goes, Baba. What could from Rugrats?
Yeah, that's right. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's fair use.
We made it.
That's right. I wrote it in GarageBand. Mikey kind of falls for Mitsu.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Like, also, like, okay, Mikey's I'm gonna stay.
Yeah, and also laying into April really hard beforehand, like calling her hot legs and everything the turtles did.
Yeah,
I was like, now I understand. Like Mikey had a cutesy crush on April, you know.
Yo, April, you want to get some pie, pizza pie?
He would say,
pizza that ass.
Like. In the first movie, when Splinter was kidnapped, and they're sitting in front of the TV, and she's doing the news, and Mikey's like, "Oh, she's so beautiful."
Yeah.
You know, and it carried on to the second movie. You know, like it's just a cute little crush. That's it.
Yeah.
But like in this movie, it's just like
he's
hands off, guys.
He's down to clown.
Yeah.
You know. Hey man. I
didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I was gonna make like turtle boner jokes, and then I was like, it's not worth it.
Don't do it.
It's not worth it.
Don't do it, man.
But yeah, Mikey kind of fell for Mitsu, I guess. That was part of it.
He's like, Kenshin's like your beau, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, he was gonna stay. He was gonna stay for her.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like,
but like that wouldn't have worked.
Why?
Because Kenshin came back.
I wish they would gone a step further. I wish like he hadn't gone back, right? Yeah. But then he did. Like, we're still showing the turtles. There's the fourth guy that didn't go in there. Like, oh, right?
Yeah.
And then the lamp starts going off again. Turns out, and it's Mikey, but it's like Sliders. No, Mario Brothers. That's what it is. I couldn't think of it. When Daisy shows up and she's like, Mario, Luigi, Koopa's back. We gotta take him down. Hey,
yeah.
It's that, but it's Mikey, and he's got like a Starship Troopers armor on, right? And he's like, I'm back, guys, and man, I've seen some shit.
And I jailbroke the scepter.
And so he was in the future, right? That's what it should have been.
Super Shredder came back to life.
Oh my god, there's this half-naked man with a brain in his stomach. It's fucking weird. All right. I got nothing else. Anything else you want to say, Maggie?
No.
All right, well, let's talk about pizza, man.
Pizza time.
I like how I just now realized Matt's like, was that the only one with Tobey Maguire?
Gotcha. I knew it. I knew there was another one.
I forgot. Okay, what kind of pizza did they eat?
So, okay, usually we use this section to talk about whether or not we would eat the pizzas that they eat.
Yeah.
However, once again, they didn't really specify any pizza.
No, Mikey tried to make a pizza?
That's it. The only thing we got was Mikey tries to make a pizza, but it burns the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And no word on the type of pizza it was.
It turns into Frisbee and throws it at the guy that's helping Donnie.
Far out. Well, what was the meaning of that then? It was right in front of him. It's Back to the Future Part 3. Would you eat Michelangelo's pizza?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
It was like black.
Yeah, it was burnt to shit. You know, I will say, as someone who used to work in a pizza shop, who I will not name it, but our pizzas were known for being hot.
Mm-hmm.
And we would have them ready.
Good to go.
We'd have them ready for you.
Yeah.
And, it was a small king of a place.
Hey, get on with the
And you could order a couple of pizzas if you really needed to.
Okay. All right, come on.
But we really drove people crazy with the bread. All right. I have made a pizza like that one time.
Okay.
Where it gets backed up in the oven, and then it's it's just completely black.
Yeah.
And I've maybe took a bite out of it just to find out. And it was terrible, but not as terrible as you'd think. Like the cheese kind of protects it a little. So like there's this like thin layer of like dough and sauce, that's still like
edible.
Well, no, but that's there.
Kind of makes me want to puke thinking about that.
If you're gonna spew in this.
Where's my spew cup?
All right. Hey, speaking of spewing, let's talk about our favorite quotes from this movie.
That's just prime.
Never mind.
What?
You'll talk about it later.
Okay. Donatello. April trims the leg part off her uniform. Whoa, Lego Rama.
Hot legs.
And April O'Neil says, hey, I'm allowed. It's my vacation. And Donatello and Leonardo go, absolutely. Swing. Swing.
Swing.
Maggie, now you love Wayne's World.
Yeah.
How did this make you feel?
I didn't like it. I didn't
Dynamite
like it.
drop in there, Maggie.
Yeah, didn't like it.
That's all you got.
I rolled my eyes back to the back of my head. I'll put it that way.
I couldn't believe we were getting a Wayne's World reference in this.
Yeah.
Like,
what?
I don't know. That just wasn't on my bingo card. Just wasn't there.
Any more quotes, Matt?
That was literally the only one.
That's it.
And I only put that one because I knew how much you hated it. Like, I can't think of any other line from this movie worth bringing up. Period. All right? Nothing comes to mind.
Okay.
Like, just awful. Now, I will say, this movie did have some interesting things going on behind the scenes. Okay. So, we're getting ready to dive into the behind the scenes stuff. Part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles references, right? And this is actually where we're going to talk about some fun stuff. Because as shitty as this godforsaken fucking film has been, right? The making of, typically on a movie that sucks ass, ends up being pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is. But it's
Super
better.
Mario Brothers was wild.
Yeah, Norm from
Gaming
Historian. Yeah, he did a whole thing.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, and The Death of Superman Lives. Mm-hmm. Like, that's a great documentary about the Nicolas Cage Superman movie that didn't happen. So we've got some fun stuff we're gonna touch on. Mm-hmm. So let's get into it.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
God,
we didn't do the countdown.
Well, no, we're still there. That's the last thing we do.
Oh.
Yeah, I moved it.
Used to Smallville.
I know. But I can't wait for that movie. Like, us talking about this movie and then seeing the clips from the new movie. It's like, my God, finally. Like, I would give anything to watch Michael Bay's fucking Turtles movie right now.
Right, we're getting closer and closer, Matthew.
God. Do you think TMNT will be better? Will this be the worst thing we watch?
I think this will be the worst.
Keep in mind, we are watching that one episode of Power Rangers in Space.
I believe that's going to be better than this.
It is going to be fucking better than that, Maggie. It's actually going to be the best fucking thing we watch because it's Power Rangers in space.
Okay. I believe TMNT is definitely going to be way better than this.
I agree. Currently,
I really liked it.
At 27% on Rotten Tomatoes. 27.
27. Y'all being too kind.
That's very high.
Not being too kind.
That's high praise.
High praise.
But the movie opened number 1 its opening weekend and went on to gross. You want to take a stab at how much it made?
93. Everybody's chilling like a villain in the 90s. We'll say 80.
Close.
$54.4
million.
That's so close.
It was under 100. So I mean,
I figured it'd be under 100,
which is the lowest of the entire Turtles franchise thus far. So no other Turtles movie has made less than that. This is also the last Turtles movie to be released on VHS.
Killed the franchise.
It kind of did. But no, like none of the, isn't that weird? Like none of the other Turtles movies get VHS releases, and like
is that wild?
VHS and Turtles are just so tied in my brain together, you know. Like it's just wild that this is the last one.
You just popped it into the VCR.
All Effects Company provided the animatronics.
No.
You know it's gonna be great.
No.
When the name of the company is All Effects Company.
That I remember seeing them in the credits. I was like, is that the people that did the publishing?
Yes,
it looks like crap.
Rather than Jim Henson's Creature Shop, which acted as the providers for the previous films. Of course, we already knew that. Producers invited Corey Feldman
back
to reprise his role from the first film as Donatello. The filmmakers told Corey they felt bad about not casting him for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah.
However, when Corey asked for more money than the $1,500 he was paid for the first movie,
it was the 80s, early 90s.
Corey was told, yeah, but you were in rehab. So Corey was denied the raise and was again only paid
$1,500. Wow.
Which is actually like 75% of the budget of this movie.
That's probably true.
Oh my God. Nothing against Corey, It's just
I'm like, he was in rehab, man. Your loss.
Like
you shouldn't have went to rehab.
Like it reminds me when Kevin Smith would talk about getting Ben Affleck to work for scale on his movies. Oh my god, we need to watch Jersey Girl someday soon. Yeah, you need to see that so that we can then listen to Kevin Smith talk about Jersey Girl. It's great, almost as good as his Superman Lives story. Okay, like almost as good as that. Brian Toshi. The voice. Is there an echo in here?
Tushy.
The voice of Leonardo, and Robbie Rist, the voice of Michelangelo, are the only actors who appeared in all three movies in the trilogy. Yeah. At one point in the movie, one of the turtles refers to Walker as the Zorro dude. Wilson, who played Walker, later starred in The Mask of Zorro as Zorro's arch nemesis, Don Rafael Monterio.
With Antonio Banderas?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yes, that is him.
Was he also that painting in Ghostbusters 2?
No, I thought the same thing, but they don't have the same face. The hair is what's playing trick on you.
What's his name?
Vigo?
Vigo?
I think it's Vigo.
I don't know.
Help me out, chat.
Itsu. Is that her name? No. Mitsu. I must have left out the sorry. Mitsu was supposed to appear as one of the fighters in the Super Nintendo game Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Tournament Fighters in 1993. However, the character in the game was renamed Asuka.
Wow. Okay. What else?
Go fuck yourself, I guess. Jeez. They're like, we don't want to be known for this shit. Often, here you go, Maggie. Often erroneously thought to be titled, I lost it, to be subtitled Turtles in Time. It actually has no subtitle. The confusion is likely due to the fact that in the early 90s, not long before this movie was a popular video game released in arcades and later on home consoles, titled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Turtles in Time, which was a fantastic game. Love Turtles in Time. One of the best games ever made. Billy traded it in at Trader's Village for $10, and I've never forgiven him. I'm pretty sure he bought Die Another Day at Video Magic with the money, so thanks, Billy.
He's calling you out, bro.
Thanks, Billy. Do you know how much that game goes for nowadays?
Oh, I know.
Like $300.
Are you asking Billy or me? I know.
Everybody. Just everybody. Never forgive you. I love you. Some of this film's later DVD cases actually have the incorrect title on its cover. It actually says Turtles in Time.
Wow.
Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
I wonder how much those go for.
Nothing. This movie is worthless. Like, doesn't matter. You forget, Maggie. People would have to give a shit about the movie for it to go up in price. You know?
Is it like the E.T. games that they buried out in the desert?
Yes, 100%. That is exactly what it's like. This one's fun. This is a fun one. You ready?
All right, I'm ready.
In the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise, Turtles in Time is the theme for... Everybody stay with me, okay? The first Super Nintendo game, the second arcade game, the third movie, and the fourth video game made for Nintendo home consoles.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
That's great.
That's great. I love that. It's just a little something, you know. This one I actually really thought was interesting. This film is part of a multimedia feudal Japan Ninja Turtles event with the Masks is the title. Story first appearing in the Mirage comics in 1992. The third film released in early 93, and the Turtles and Splinter traveling back to feudal Japan to fight Shredder in a late 1993 episode of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. Since then, traveling back to feudal Japan has been a staple of the Turtles. So in this movie, at some point, there's a scroll, and it's got 4 turtles on it, and like they never explain it.
Nope.
But that's the turtles from the...
Oh, they're demons. It's us.
But that's the turtles from the comic book.
Yeah. So
they went and fought walkers, or no, I guess that'd be the samurai guy. They fought his like grandpa, like 200 years earlier.
Yeah.
and so they were put in a scroll. And now these turtles are also there. Which just, I mean, that's a whole, like, so is this like cross-dimensional, or are they supposed to be the same turtles and that just hasn't happened yet? Or like, it doesn't make any sense. None of it makes sense. But
that's why you don't need to make sense of it.
I kind of appreciate that they were wanting to do something like that. You know, I mean, you can't even get Marvel to do something like that. You know, like we barely have like shows crossing over with movies now. You know, so the idea of like a story being told, and I always like shit like that, like the Animatrix and Enter the Matrix and Matrix Reloaded. You know, it all works together as like one story. And I really like that. So I mean, they failed miserably at it. Like it did not work, but I appreciate them like trying a little.
Yeah.
You know,
they tried.
So, but if you'd like to know more about this, that's all I'm going to talk about it right here, because there's like 20 minutes worth of stuff we could cover. I'm going to tell everybody to go check out Secret Galaxy's video on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. That is Dan Larson. They just recently renamed to Secret Galaxy. They were Toy Galaxy. So I don't know if it'll come up under which one, but go check it out. We watched it. I mean, it's not even been a year ago.
They've done it all. Like so far as I know they did the cartoon series. They've done the three movies. Yeah.
They've got the new cartoon series, or not the new one, but like the 2004 cartoon series.
I don't think they've touched TMNT yet.
I don't think so.
But I can't wait until he does the Michael Bay ones.
Yeah. Well, they usually stick with like 90s stuff.
Yeah.
80s. They also do some 80s stuff. Like they did Beast Wars, which was really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. So definitely go check them out. Toy Galaxy, Secret Galaxy, Dan Larson. Tell them Hopefully Awesome sent you. We actually support them on Patreon. Yeah. So our name is in the credits.
Yeah. Look for our name.
Yeah, look it up. Look it up, dog.
Cool.
Send us a screenshot to prove that you didn't.
No, don't do that.
Since the original ending of Secret of the Ooze would have revealed that the professor was an Utom.
Right? Yeah.
It's possible the plot of this movie would have originally been an adaptation of the Turtles in Space arc instead of Turtles in Time. That's it. That was the whole.
That was it. That's it. There's nothing else.
I mean, there's more. I mean, there's another. No, but like that's it for like that idea. What do you think about that idea?
I thought
completely different thing, but it brought Krang into it.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to say the least.
Thanks, Maggie. Ow! All right. The film was originally going to be followed. Had the film not been a complete and utter disaster, okay? It was originally going to be followed, and everybody, if you know your stuff, if you know your Saban, all right, everybody just listen to this.
Oh, God.
Was originally going to be followed by a fourth installment in the Turtles franchise, the movie franchise, okay? It was going to be called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Next Mutation. Oh, wow. That was going to be the name. In this concept, the ooze that transformed the Turtles and Splinter was still in their bodies, causing a much more drastic second mutation.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah, I remember the pictures of this.
Well, so yes, yeah, because I looked them up. I couldn't remember let me finish this part. Another plan that was discussed was to add a fifth turtle in the fourth movie, and this turtle would have been named Kirby.
Kirby?
After Jack Kirby. What?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
For real, Kirby. It is after Jack Kirby.
Why after Jack Kirby?
I mean, you know, he's like the co-creator of like all the Marvel characters. And
I know, but that's just really random.
Apocalypse. All that. I mean, I guess like, you know, they're all named after like Renaissance artists.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, like saying that Jack Kirby is like
Jack Kirby became a Renaissance.
Well, no, like I mean, maybe he's like, you know, he's an artist.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Do I look like I work for Mirage Comics, Maggie? God.
Yes, you do.
I wish. I'd take a couple $20.
How about 1,500?
I mean, yeah. I'd voice Donatello. Shoot. The things I wouldn't do for $1,500. All right, that's the real question. Anyway, it was to add a fifth turtle named Kirby. However, the project got stuck in development and plans for a fourth theatrical live-action movie fell apart. The concept of having the turtles mutate into creatures did see the light of day in the New Mutation saga as part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1987 cartoon. So that's where we saw those pictures. Now, I remembered that there was actually a Turtles anime. This is not that.
Okay.
So, like, after the 87 cartoon ended, the cartoon was still huge in Japan, right? So, another studio picked it up and continued. And it begins with them, like, in the art style of the 80s cartoon, and then transitions them into, like, going, like, Super Saiyan. And, like, it's crazy, all right? Like, they're buff and, like, jacked and hot. It's weird, man. It's weird.
Did you say jacked and hot?
Yeah. What? They were. they were. It was like Vegeta and Yamcha was hanging out. It was wild.
God. Not Yamcha.
Yamcha.
Just laying there dead, Yamcha.
But they did have this mutation enhancement in the like I think it was but changed it to a female turtle named Venus de Malo, and they also crossed over with Power Rangers in space. But more on that later.
Much later.
In like a couple of weeks.
3 weeks.
That show sucked.
What?
The Turtles.
Yes, it
Ninja
did.
Turtles.
I remember. I was like, oh, they got a girl turtle. And I remember I caught it and I was like, this is bad. Why did they do this? I didn't understand
why her color was also blue.
Yeah, that threw me off too.
Like, give her her own color.
Yeah.
Like,
she could have done
blue orange.
She could have been yellow.
Let's get into the Talon mix, everybody. Remy Zero!
Hey, I like these guys. Yeah. Remy Zero!
Oh! All right. Number 1, Tarzan Boy. Somebody get old Shia LaBeouf in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's swinging from his vine.
Do it for the vines. So good. What a fucking banger
of a song that was in a horrible movie.
Can't Stop Rockin' by ZZ Top. All right, and now listen to this, Maggie. Okay. Rockin' Over the Beat by Technotronic featuring Ya Kid K.
Yeah.
Yeah. Conga by the Barrio Boys.
Ooh, with a Z.
2 Z's.
Ooh.
Yeah. BOYZZ. Turtle Jam by Psychedelic Dust featuring Loose Bruce.
Loose Bruce?
Who the fuck are these people?
Who's Loose Bruce?
Hey man, I don't even know. Fighter by Definition of Sound. Yoshi's theme by John Duprez and Ocean Music.
So Yoshi's Island?
No.
Oh.
Turtle Power by Partners in Crime.
Yeah.
Was not featured in this movie.
No.
But they didn't have enough songs for the soundtrack, so they put it on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
They also, you know what else they had, Manny?
What?
Tarzan Boy remix by Baltimora.
Wow.
Yeah, same band, but it's a remix. They also had Rockin' Over the Beat.
Remix.
Rockin' Over Manchester Hasinata remix by Technotronic featuring Ya Kid K. Ya Kid K.
And Loose Bruce.
This is the only live-action Turtles movie where a theme song was not specifically written for it, including the next 2 Turtles movies. This is the only live-action Turtles movie where a theme song was not specially written for it. Wait, I just said that.
Yeah, you just did.
I must have hit paste twice. So, since there was not a song written for this movie, of course, we have our theme song rankings.
Yeah.
So, for this one, we're going to say Tarzan Boy was the theme song.
Yeah.
So, our current ranking, at number 3, TURTLE Power. And number 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon theme song.
Yeah.
Banger. And number 1, Ninja Rap. Where do you want to put Tarzan boy.
I want to make it the new number 3 because it's
Over
better.
TURTLE power. Yeah, I mean, even though it's not written for titles, it is better. It's better. It's better. Okay, I'm down with that.
Okay.
I thought about fighting for it for number 1, but I decided I couldn't do that to Ninja.
Eric says, I guess the name Van Gogh wasn't cool enough for a ninja, but Kirby, that's what's up. I mean, we could have done Monet.
Money.
Which Monet was probably not a Renaissance painter. Anyways, also Eric says, okay. Eric also says, speaking of time travel, the live just skipped a few seconds. I went back after the Yoncha comment for a few seconds, but it came back up.
YouTube's trying to shut us down, man.
They don't like us talk about the turtles.
No, they don't want us bringing this up. We're gonna get copyrighted.
Oh my god!
Or might have been those people I pissed off in that short. Yeah,
Matt has some colorful comments on the short from 4th of July.
Like, all I was saying was Cloverfield Day deserves to be celebrated as a national holiday just as much, if not more, than the 4th of July. Like, I don't understand what the big deal is. I don't know.
God, this guy hates America.
For real. That's
what they said. That's what they said.
All right. Now it's time for... It's time for the countdown to Mayhem. 4 weeks. 4 weeks until Mutant Mayhem.
Oh, God.
Can you believe it? So close. So close. Are you getting more excited?
Yes.
I would be, but I don't know. I'm more excited to watch Barbenheimer and Mission Impossible.
I know. God, really? After seeing the tomato score from Mission
100% for Mission Impossible. It's insane.
I'm amped.
Dude,
I showed it to my brother. I was like, it's 100%. He's like, dang it. I really want to go see that theaters.
I think once we pass Barbenheimer weekend, obviously we still have the Haunted Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, after Barbenheimer, I think my expectations or like my excitement level will start going up.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Know. I told him when I was in the theaters for Indy that I said, he's like, this summer's for you, isn't it? I said, no, this summer's for millennials.
Yeah, but I mean,
like
Michael Keaton Batman, Indiana Jones, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, fucking Barbie, and The Little Mermaid. This summer is the summer of Maggie.
Yeah.
All right? This is the summer of Mags.
I can't wait.
We should get a shirt made with that.
The summer of Mags 2023.
It's just you sit like with sunglasses looking at a nuclear explosion. All right, everybody. That is going to wrap it up for us. We hope you all enjoyed this trip down Turtle Lane where we talked about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm sorry, my nose is itching.
We'll be back again next week for TMNT 2007. We'll be watching that one. I'm very excited. I haven't watched that one in probably since 2007, to be honest.
I haven't watched it since I had the DVD collection.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Remember, you can follow us at Hopefully Awesome on Twitter, but Twitter's dead, so go to Threads.
Go Threads.
Follow us there, everybody. Threads. Or be like these cool people and check us out over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, where you can get your name on every single video that we make for the month, as well as exclusive content. Head over there. $5 a month, get you in the door and get you a swift kick in the butt. I'm kidding. We won't kick you in the butt. Maybe we'll kiss it. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Eric.
I got nothing. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us, everyone. We'll be back next week. Thanks for watching, and as always,
have a hopefully awesome day.
Cowabunga!
Tubular.